right, you asked for it. It's time to take a drive around some of the smaller cities in the Black Hills area. Part 1. Hey everybody, it's Tristan Emond with Mindful Living Realty, a realtor right here in Rapid City, South Dakota, the gateway to the Black Hills. Today we're going to start looking at the cities just to the northwest of Rapid City on I-90. Those would be the towns of Blackhawk, Summerset, and Piedmont. Let's do it. All right, we're traveling away from Rapid City on Sturgis Road. We're going to run into Blackhawk here shortly. There's a lot of gravel quarries around here. So I call this road the Gauntlet because you feel like you should go about 60, but the speed limit's only 50 and they watch it. So make sure you're paying attention. All right, as you cross now into Meade County, we become into the actual city of Blackhawk. I-90 is directly to the right of us, just beyond this housing development on the right. Blackhawk is a little unincorporated town, a lot of areas with no covenants. You've got a mobile home next to a nice house. Some of that stuff's going on. And any issues, of course, can be handled by the Meade County Sheriff. So no city rules. But even though we're kind of really a Rapid City suburb, you don't get any vote in Rapid City. So consider that as well. You can see Dollar General store on the left here. We just passed. We got the main part about Blackhawk is the BJ's convenience store. Got this light. If you go right, you'll head right out to the interstate. So from here, you'll be in Walmart in 10 to 15 minutes, Target. But if you want to go to the airport, that's probably closer to half an hour. But most shopping, you'll be in shopping in 15, 20 minutes, pretty easy. Now, as we go looking at all the different towns, the same thing applies for all of them, is that within the town there are certain housing options, but then around the town there's always different little housing developments kind of in the hills or up over here and stuff like that. So there's no different here in Blackhawk. As we're turning left here on Peaceful Pines, straight up the hill there's a housing development up here on the hills. All of them have like 1 acre lots that are kind of in the trees, kind of a very woodsy place, very very popular place as well. And there also is over here along the interstate, there's some openings where there's a 3 acre lot that's kind of all grass. It's kind of in the prairie between the hills. So you'll find different type of housing situations throughout each city that we go through. So the road directly in front of us, that goes up top of the hill to the housing development I just mentioned. Off to the right is the post office and a few commercial buildings down there. Now, even though we're in Meade County, the Rapid City School District did come up and claim us in Summerset. So off to the left will be the Blackhawk Elementary School, which is part of the Rapid City School District. If you live in Blackhawk, your kids will go to the Rapid City schools. So West Middle School and Stevens High School. Went through some housing areas in Blackhawk. Very affordable type homes, lots of split levels. But you'll see some people have got the cool properties with their homes backing up against the Black Hills here off to the right. Some of these, some of these properties have a little more space, a little more acreage. Obviously, plenty of room to park extra vehicles, RVs, toys, trailers. Now, just to give you an example of what you may not like, other than the stray person driving through. You got some of these roads that are kind of rough, some are all gravel. And then you're running into some manufactured homes. So if you're the type of person that likes to be able to do whatever you want with your property, this is a great area for you. If you get a little upset by other people kind of having junk around, you might want to consider going somewhere else. We're looking right across the street at the Hideaway Hill subdivision, where you've heard news reports about the sinkhole in Blackhawk. That's where that's at. As long as you get out of that subdivision, you should be fine. There's actually some new maps that showcase that some homes are safe and others are maybe not so much safe. All right, we're going to continue up Sturgis Road to Summerset. Also in Blackhawk, if you head back towards Sturgis Road, you'll be to Bacon Park, West Side Shopping Area, also in about 15 minutes. This road here is even sneakier because that's 45 miles an hour. That's like super slow. Yeah, I can't drive 45. That's the storage off here to the left. Who knows, might be all full though. Can we officially get into Summerset? Now, Summerset is its own town. It's got its own police force. It has its own city council. It has all those things. It used to be that their homes had some of the strictest covenants in the area, but they've since abandoned those covenants, and I'm not sure if they have replaced them with anything, but generally speaking, they just want to make sure that everybody takes care of their stuff. A couple of fun little graveyards here along the way. Mobile home park off to the left. It's actually kind of a nice park in the trees. And then, boom, everything kind of changes. This part of Summerset was started built in about 2000, and it's been growing ever since. You can see off to the right here, there's the Somerset City Hall, and all the offices there. Very classic suburbia type neighborhood. Sidewalks, nice homes, very a park off to the side. Have a lot of your professionals living here in Summerset that commute then to Rapid City. Sold a number of homes in here. Very nice neighborhood. People really like it here. Mix of ranch style homes and split levels, with probably more split levels. But they're a little more the newer design where you walk in and not just have a 3-foot area. You've got a little more space to walk in and get set. And how about a South Dakota winery in front of us? Similarly, down the road right in front of us that we're looking at right now, you go down that road for a bit and you get on top of the hill, and there's a whole housing development up on top of the hill there too. We'll go to the other side of the road here real quick. You'll see some newer builds over here. They started on this side that we went through first, and then they moved across the road, so we'll see some newer stuff over on this side. These guys are the lucky guys that got no one behind them, the black hills to look at. Which is not fair. All right, really, we only services in Summerset are down the road here. You either have to go to Blackhawk to get in the interstate, so you got an additional another 5 miles, 5 minutes maybe to get to shopping back in town. Probably 20 minutes to downtown. Plan on like 25 minutes if you're going to go to the base, maybe even 30 depending on traffic. Good to see some new apartments going up over here. You're never far from a Dollar General. This is Hager's grocery store. Also has, of course, gas here, but they've got a small selection of groceries. It's kind of got everything you need, but not like a huge selection. In fact, back when the pandemic was happening, they actually had chicken when all the big stores were out. It's a good option for groceries if you're looking for a smaller option nearby. And off to the right, on the other side of the interstate's another area of Somerset that's been built out. It's called Sun Valley. Also started building around 2000. They're building some brand new stuff over there as well. All right, now we're going to make our way towards Piedmont. So you see the off to the right there, that Stage Barn Stage Barn Middle School. That actually is Meade County's middle school. So if your kids are wanting to go to Meade County, that would be their middle school. The elementary school, I believe, is up here in Piedmont, and then high school is in Sturgis. Little community of 80s, 90s type homes over here to the right. As we get closer to Piedmont, this is kind of what you'll see. Homes just off the road here, a little bit off into the hills. And like Blackhawk and Summerset, you've got homes up over the hills and up over on the other side too. Coming up to Elk Creek Road, if you take that to the right, that'll go all the way north of Rapid City. Some nice properties kind of back in there. There's a convenience store and gas station here to the left. Here we are in Piedmont, just a small little town. Kind of like Blackhawk, it doesn't have anything more than a post office. See a lot of people do things at the American Legion here. Go down the main street. Some historical buildings right through here. Kind of cool. Here's a really cool park off to the left that we were just passing by, Piedmont Park. They have a lot of events and stuff. July 4th fireworks here at the park. Post office off to the right. There's a library behind us. The Piedmont Library. School's coming up here in front of us. I believe on the left here, it's not here. I know there's a little community hall around here somewhere, but that's Piedmont.
All right, so before we leave, let's talk about the price points in each one of these cities. So what I did was I took a circle around just the city itself to make sure we kind of got a better idea of what each city had for price points. In 2021, in Blackhawk, there were 35 homes sold in 10 days on market for an average sales price of $275,000. Now you go up to Summerset, that number increases to 54 homes that were sold on a 7 days of market for $350,000 on average. And Piedmont, 11 homes sold, 5 days on market, $250,000. So from the days of market, this is a very popular area to be in. And of course, you've got so many other properties surrounding these cities on the outside, on the outskirts, up in the hills, up in the prairie. A lot of potential, a lot of opportunities to buy property in this area. Stay tuned for part 2, 3, 4, who knows, however many more, as we go through all the rest of the cities in the Black Hills area. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day, and remember,